yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection, and when you looked up, she was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's here to hold you tight, and he promised it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone, pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos. Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and he promised it's just one last time. So when you're done bad and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go, there's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find the shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to IUF1, Tier 2, Round 5. And tonight we are at Bahrain. And we are, I believe we're about halfway through the championship. Now don't forget, in IUF1 the hard tyres are barred, so you can only use the soft tyres and the medium tyres. And tonight we are joined by Trex Power Guido, your championship leader on 124 points. And then just behind them, 19 points behind, with Rocket and Underdog, who are both on 105 points. So they're also on the grid tonight, followed with Job, Sinner. Nice to have Sinner back on the grid. He wasn't here last week, I believe. Pepe, the boss, Mikey, RST Martins, Shaker Maker, Nutter, Underdog, I've already said, Deathstroke, Nico, Fatality, KBT, Thiago Striker, who is 4th in the championship, like 80 odd points, I think it's 86 points, Andre Raiden, and Q's1 always, and that will be your grid for tonight. I hope everyone's okay. There you go, the standings at the bottom of the screen. Mikey's updated it all, so that's what he does. He keeps it all up to date. We have one car on track in Nico. So when he starts his flying lap, I will try and take you around a lap on the track. Let's just turn that down a bit so you can actually hear me over the cars. He's not a great start. Vitality's joined Nico out on track. Bahrain, obviously in the desert, is usually the opener for the actual F1 calendar season, but it wasn't this season because of Ramadan. So it is the next Grand Prix in real life. Nico runs slightly wide. How many turns on this track? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So anyway, we're coming around to the final corner. Nico's going to open it all up. Here we go. DRS. This little wing. Flap opens up right. Open. Keep the car left. You want to break up about 110 metres. And get the car swung in, try and keep it in third. It's quick in third. Nico's ran wide, and that might be an abandoned lap. He's going to keep going. Be careful of turn 2, you can lose it on the traction. Get the car out wide, swing it in right. Yeah, Nico's backed off. We'll leave that one to it. I'll do a lap of Shaker Maker. I think he'll be consistent. As Fatality start to come round on his lap. As he comes down towards turn 1. And that looks lovely. Gets the car turned in lovely. Into turn 2, watch careful the back end doesn't kick out. You've got to be very gentle on the throttle. You can use, well, you can practically take your car off the track down there on the left hand side. Very hesitant Fatality. That's all I can say about that one. Careful on the power. Let's take a lap with who's in the muck. Yeah, I'll take a lap with Shaker Maker. Nico set to 35.7, but we know he wasn't going for it. Right, so get the power on. Keep the car left. Get the DRS open as soon as possible. Try and aim for the curb on the left hand side, brake about 110 metres for the right hander and try and take it in third gear for the best possible traction. He's another one who drops down to second. Swing it in left, be careful on the power, the car can swing out. There we go, get that power down. Get the car way left, get the car over the white line. Use as much track as possible, brake at the 100, turn it in, clip the apex, drift the car out wide, get the power down a bit earlier, hit the inside curb, avoid these curbs, these are death. Into turn 8. Oh, he's got a bit wide there into turn 8, but anyway, swing the car back out to the right and keep it out wide for this little left and brake earlier into this tight left-hander. The famous turn 10, which Quarter copied for their turn in the middle of the second sector. And again, get the car out to the right and get half your car over this curb and swing it in to the left. In about 4th or 5th gear, he's took it in 5th. And this is going to swing absolutely flat out to the right hand side. Keep the car out left, brake just beside the yellow board. Turn it in, get the power on early. Keep the car out left. He's going to get a nice little slipstream from the Merc. If he gets out the way, the Merc needs to get out the way. And he gets it does so, and that's around the last corner, and that is a lap of the BAHRAIN. CO1, he does a 30.2, which is good enough for P2. Fatality did a 30.0. Nico did a 30.6 on his second run. The Kickstarter's just gone online, so the next car's a blue car. It will be... what's blue? Oh, it's not red. What's that car going down the back straight? Oh, it must be Fatality. It must be coming in. Alright, so Ferrari, Deathstroke. Deathstroke. Coming down the back straight now. The second sector of 1 minute 9.3. That's it. Keep the cab over the white line. Clip the curb. Turn it in. Hit the apex. Beautiful. Might want to drop down an extra gear there, Deathstroke. You know, a bit more power. And he sets a 131.8. Which is good enough for P4 at the minute. We've got a oh, where's Job going? His tracks has done a 28.3. Sorry for missing that. He's put in pole position. Interested in what the Kick Sauber was doing. We've got the other Ferrari going over the line in Sinner. And he's done a 28.9, which is put in P2, followed by the Merc of, I believe it's Andre Raiden. Just nope. It was Nico again going round again. Fitzy's done a 29.3. Now Andre Raiden's going over the line. Andre Raiden will do a 140.9. Absolutely blistering lap there from the Merc. And Job's in the wall. Job has lost his wing. He's lost it on the power. He's got too much curb. At the end of that, I wonder if he's got too much front wing on that car. So I believe that'll be Deathstroke coming into the pits. Trek's behind him, coming in. We have an Aston Martin. I'm guessing that's KBT. There we go, coming to the end of sector 2. Just getting around Trex. Trex stays out of the way nicely. 1 minute 7.5. Keep the car out left. KBT, use all the track. Even use more than all the track. There we go. Swing it in. Second gear. That's unusual. Anyway, he goes over the line and he sets a 129.7 with another load of cars behind him. We know a few of them are coming in. Nico might not be though. Nico's coming in. We're going to have a Haas behind that. I'm guessing that's Q's one always. Just starting. Nope, he's done a 148.8. Just as quick as Andre Raiden. Flying. Rocket coming down sector 1. Fits is boxed. Shake and make a start in his lap, I'm guessing. Nope. Cigarette to put my finger. Andre Raiden did a 29.7 in his next lap. Right, now we have a Red Bull. He's about to start his lap. Guess we have a little quiet period now. This Chiaro Striker, he's about to start his lap. Pepe! Just started his lap, like I said. Rocket on his out lap. Q1 always. Is he going again? There's an Aston Martin ahead of him, but I'm guessing that's KBT coming in. Yes, it is. So let's stay with Q1 always. Come down to turn 11. Hits the... Yeah, just before the 50. Another one takes it in 5th. Keeps the car out wide. Swinging in absolutely flat out round here. Then we've got a 1 minute 6.6. He's 11 seconds up on his time. Let's see how he takes the final corner. Again, another one keeps it into the middle track and then comes out wide. It turned in nicely. Early into 4th. Making the early shift into 4th. I don't think I've seen that technique before. He's done him good though. 28.6. It's put him P2. Right. I know where Rocket is. Nuts on an out lap. Pepe's on the lap, isn't he? Coming around the final corner. He's got no ERS left, coming over to the line. And there he goes, he comes over the line. He sets a competitive 129.0. Puts him P4. Just ahead of Fitzy Boy. KBT. Andre Redden, where you turn 1. Fatality coming out, he's on an outlap, he's just starting. Right, Rocket's coming towards the final corner. We'll stay with the Rocket man. Right in the final corner, there we go. Let's see if he can get anywhere near. He's going to the right, that's a weird line of 28.6. He's put himself P3. So not a bad lap at all. That's not Martin's, that will be Job. It looks like he's got a new wing. That's how it should look like. As he comes into turn 1, let's see if he negotiates this. All good and well. Oh, down to 1st. That looks like it might be automatic gears, to be honest. Right, Nuts. You're halfway around sector 2. Is that Deathstroke on a lap? Okay, he's just dying. I saw Squirrel do that line last night. Is it less bumpy over that red and white markings or something? Because I've never seen that line until last night. Right. Merc, Red Bull, Pepe. I'm guessing coming in. Yes, he is. Who's behind him? Underdog doing his usual one run. Jago Strikers 4 seconds down his laps, and he is box. Mikey's on his out lap. We have a half step with Nut. Let's get a Nut for the final corner. 1 minute 7.8 at the second sector, so we are looking at about a 129.8, I reckon, for the Nutter. If he goes over the line, and he does, a 129.8. It puts him 10th. Sure Nut will be happy with that. As Job is coming over the line with a full wing intact. He's had a good stint. 131.1 for the Job, puts him 14th. Now we have a Merc coming round as Nico's coming round the final corner. He's 3/10 up his time. For 1 minute 7.9, he's probably looking at a 130.1. He goes over the line, he does a 130.3 as the Aston Man behind him boxes. Deathstroke coming round the final corner. He was a 10th down. This is not looking fast. He's actually down. Just a 32.2. Okay, so this is where it's going to get quiet again. Where's Andre? Andre's backed right out of it. Nutter we know is coming in. Where's Fatality? Q1 always has retired. He's retired in the pits. So I wonder if he's saving his tyres. Right, Nico, you're there. Andre Red, and you're going for another lap. He's backed up here. He's still got overtake on, so yep, he's coming in. He has a Red Bull behind him. I'm guessing that's the boss. Mikey? Where's Mikey? I can't see Mikey on the list. Okay. Right. Job is 1.7 down, so that's not competitive. So Nico coming in to the end of sector 2, which doesn't look awfully quick, to be honest, as he's not even burning, to be fair. He's still got a full tank of VRS. And then the final corner, yeah, he's already into the 128, so this is going to be like a 134. 133.3. He doesn't have time to come in. Excuse me. He doesn't have time to come in and get a new set of tyres on, so this is going to be his last run for Nico, so we're going to stay on board with him for his last run. Comes to the end of sector 1. Yeah, get the car out left. Turned in. Get the car out wide. Very hesitant on the power. When the corner's cambered like that, you can use the power to... You can use the camber of the corner to get the power down, because it will just drag you around. These cars turn better on power than they do with no power. Into turn 10. Try and quickly about, lovely juggle it. That's how it's done. Get half your car off the track. Use all the track possible, Nico. There we go. Just before the 50. Down to third. Get the car round. It makes me wonder if Nico does use automatic gears, because he should be taking these corners in a gear higher, just for the lower revs but better traction. But if he only uses automatic gears, that's his preference. So he comes over the line, he uses 129.8. I reckon if he got used to manual gears, if he does use automatic, he could find half a second easy. MFG did a 28.9. The next car's a McLaren. Everyone's on the right laps, right. So where's MFG? I think he's the only one. Him and Nico and Jacoby are on lap. You're coming up to turn 4. Where's Jacoby? That didn't look good. Jacoby's coming up to turn 4 as well. Where's Rocket? Rocket's just starting his lap. Right, let's get on board with MF. Where's Nico again? Okay, Nico's coming out at turn 8. Mikey's in the pits. So Nico, as we know, is on his one and only run. Andre's just started his lap, so let's stay with Jacoby. He's going to be the next one over the line, into turn 10. Has a nice exit there. Power down. You can see the Ferrari following him. Into turn 11. It clips, getting on the curb. Swings it in. Now obviously, by what we've seen, we are looking for probably about a 1:06 at sector 2. He's done a 1:07.2, so he's probably looking at a high 28. Early 29. Probably on par with his teammate as he comes down to the final corner. Jacoby hits the markers, turns it in, lovely jubbly. Has a moment on the final corner, gets the power down though. DRS is now open and gets over the line with a 129.3. That moment cost him a few tenths for sure. His underdog has started his lap. Right, where's the McLaren? That fits it. I've got a feeling it's not Fitty, it's Rocket. Rocket goes over the line with a 128.2 and puts it on provisional pole position. Right, next car, Andre Maiden. Coming towards the final corner. He's a 10th down on his lap time. Gets the car round. Final corner, swings it in. There we go, and he's going to go over the line with a 29.6 and he misses out by 8,000 on his time. The Red Bull behind him. Pepe's finished, keeps it in 4th, is not improving his time. As Trek's Power Guard, World Championship leader, puts it into the 27s, a 27.9. Where's Thiago Striker? Thiago Striker comes to the end of sector 2 and he's 1.5 seconds down, so that is looking good for... I think it's... Someone's put it ahead. Sinner's done a lap. KBT coming around the final corner, half a tenth up on his lap at sector 2. It's a 29.0, stays in P9. Jacoby not going any faster, I don't think. But he's the last one to finish, so we'll stay with him. And then, yeah, it's a slow lap. Quali's done. Trex Power Guido will take pole position from Rocket in P2. First and second in the championship. First and second. Fourth in the championship, third. And joint second in the championship. Underdog will start sixth. Right, so Trex Power Guido will take pole position for 127.9. Rocket second. Thiago Striker third. Senna fourth. Pepe fifth. Underdog will start sixth. Q's1 Always will start seventh. Mikey will start 8th, KBT will start 9th, Fitz 10th, Jacoby 11th, Shaker Maker 12th, Andre Raiden will start 13th, Nico 14th, Nutter will start 15th, Fatality will start 16th, Job will start 16th, and then I believe the reserve driver, Deathstroke got 16th, Job will start 17th, Deathstroke will start 18th, Martin, who is reserving, will start 19th. Just doing that again, just for the stats. Trex Power Guido 27.9, Rocket, Thiago Striker, Sinner, Pepe, Underdog, Q1 Always, Mikey, KBT, Fitz, Jacoby, Shaker Maker, Andre Raiden, Nico, Nutter, Fatality, Job, Deathstroke, and Martin. We all do the grid for the race. We're having a 5-minute break. 5-minute break. Good luck, I'll see you in 5.
Was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection. She was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your night queen's gonna make everything alright. You made you the walk of shame come morning light. But your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and he promised it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone. Pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos. Offended and ended, you just masturbate. and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go. There's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find a shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's here to hold.
And welcome back. We're just waiting for the lights out. Check. Oh, there we go. We are live. Yeah, we're just waiting for the lights out. Obviously, we've had no safety cars this week in any division, so will tonight be the first safety car of Bahrain? Will Bert Mylander have something to do? It'll be interesting to see what would happen with strategies if the safety car would come out, because we have no idea. And obviously with Bahrain being in the desert, I'm not expecting any rain, and by looking at that sky, there's no clouds in sight either. So here we go. We have 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go with Trex Power Guide on Rocket leading us off. Let's have a look. Everyone on the softs except from Fitzy and Fatality. That's Rocket gets down the inside of Trex Power Guide. Oh, it looks like everyone is through. Oh no, there's a bit of contact at the back. One of the clowns is forced off track. That Mike's playing up. They're coming down to turn 4. So them McLaren and Aston Martin side by side into turn 4. Now can they get through here through the little tricky chicane? There'll be no moments. Everyone looks like they're round, following each other now. The Ferrari taking the wheel line in the background. So Trex holds on to his lead from Rocket. And he's followed by Thiago Striker, very closely behind him. There we go, that's not a bad field at all. Thiago Striker having a little sneaky look, now trying to go around the outside. It might have just been different lines through that corner. I like a different line through that corner to some other people. Obviously the main overtaking spots are going to be down into turn 1, turn 4, and quite possibly turn 11, as we have Andre Maiden making a move on Fitz into the final corner. That's moved him up into P10. Fitz has had to take a tighter line. That's let Jacoby have a sniff. He sits in behind. He goes down the inside. He's going to block Fitz in. Fitz is going out wide. This is a 4-car wide into turn 1. There's Nick on. Oh, yep, there's contact. That was I can't even say that word. Nebital? Right, so anyway, Andre's gone from P10 to P14 as Nico takes advantage, and he doesn't have any wing damage. It looks like they're all unscared fine. But yeah, that was a bit of a hectic moment going into turn 1. Craziness. 29 laps. This Trex Rocket is still on the tail of not Thiago Striker, of Trex. Thiago put a little gap of enough, should be safe. Rocket's just chilling. Now the question is, who's going to go for the 1-stop? Who's going to go for the 2-stop? And will anybody risk the 3-stop strategy? Forget that at the bottom. Hard tyres are banned. Right. Coming around there, right. Gaps, looks like my sound's breaking up in my headset. I don't know if it is on the stream. Please let me know if it is, because I'll unplug my headset and plug it back in if I need to. Right, your front three coming down the start-finish straight. Rocket is all over the back of Trex. Rocket goes to the inside. Thiago Striker is he looking for the move as well? Into turn one, Rocket has the lead of the Grand Prix. Thiago Striker couldn't do anything about Trex and sits into P3. But we have a new leader in Rocket. Jacoby's got past Nico as well, further down the field. That moves Jacoby into P10. He has a slight moment out of turn 2. Does that give Nico the run down to turn 4? It certainly does. Nico has the inside line for turn 4. Jacoby's gone for the switchback. He now has the inside line for the chicane. And Nico has enough to get it done, but he's run a bit wide. That's going to compromise him into turn 8. But holds on to it very nicely. Jacoby's still all over it with a yellow flag. As you can see, there is Thiago Striker's round. Don't know what happened there. And it's all kerfuffle as he's trying to avoid Martins. But Martins has got ahead of fatality. Fitzy's dropped down to 18th, so I don't know if that was the cause of that big accident at turn 1, last lap. So all kicking off in lap 2. Lap 2's been the hectic lap, not lap 1. Still no safety car though, not even a VSC. Right, so Trex retook Rocket somewhere on that lap. I wonder if that was to do with turn 8 with Thiago Striker stuffing up, but Rocket now retakes the lead at turn 1. Underdog has got himself from P6 to P3, looking to make the move on Trex himself. Right, my sound's cutting out with my headset, so I don't know if I'm clear or not. My headset's being dodgy. Sinner's got himself into P4. Q1 always had a great start. Right, so it's all kicking off. This is a 6-car battle for the front. Right, coming around turn 10. One of the corners that copied for its track. Rocket breaks the slipstream down the DRS straight. Sinner was just looking for fresh air to cool the engine down. And that's nothing's happening there. Anything down the field. Nico looks close. There we go. Nico and the Aston Martin of Jacoby side by side again. From around turn 11 into turn 12. There's nothing much you can do with that. They're all on the back of Mikey. So we're going to rejoin that in a second as we get back with the leaders for the main start finish straight. As Rocket looks like it's going to just follow each other. Trex is now sniffing down the inside. He has up the inside of turn 1. Rocket's going to go around the outside. Has the inside line for turn 2. The question is on the power and leaving enough room. That's lovely done. Lovely done, doesn't really make sense. But Trex does retake the lead. I don't know what happened back here. As you can see, Nico did get ahead of Mikey and they're still by side with Jacoby. Jacoby and Nico just like the same piece of track tonight. Did not need to change theirs. Jacoby goes very tight. Mikey has the outside. Has the inside now for this turn, but Jacoby's going to have the inside line for the hairpin of turn 8. Still following each other. Nico driving cleanly. Jacoby has a moment out of turn 8. They're coming to turn 10. So close to each other's diffusers as the concertina up. Right, Jacoby holding the racing line. Nico slightly defensive. Yeah, nothing much there. These two look like where the action's at there. Leaders starting to get a little spread from Q1 always, but Q1 always probably just looking after the tyres a bit. Into the start finish straight. Once again, my headset is again playing up. It's going to be quite annoying for me. Let's have a look. Right, Trex. Sinner has it in the Let's Get Involved with Underdogs. Sinner is going for the double overtake on both guys. Has the inside line. Sinner takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Trex is going to have a good run out of turn 2. Rocket's going to sit. So Sinner takes the lead of the Grand Prix. It's all kicking off at the back as well, as Jacoby has finally got Nico into turn 1 and turn 2. And he goes defensive for turn 4. He's going to keep a hold of that. Just behind that, Thiago Striker looks like he's making his way back through the field. Nico's gone wide. It's going to give Mikey a run, but Mikey can't take advantage of it as Jacoby pulled 6/10 out. Right, into turn 10 for the leaders. Sinner, obviously the new leader of this Grand Prix. Mikey's out. Mikey's out. What's happened to Mikey? Oh, there we go. He's lost it out at the exit of turn 8. We have the first safety car of the week, and he's put it in the wall. I don't know if he lost it on the power or not, but Mikey is out. Right. What does this do to strategies then? This is the first safety car of the week. This might stuff the one stoppers up. It might stuff the two stoppers up. We have no idea. So Sinner comes around the final corner. Yep, Sinner boxes. Yep, they're all piling into the pit lane. It doesn't look like anyone's going to double stack either. Every single person in. Who's going to take the gamble and stay out? Who's going to take the gamble and stay out? Oh, this is a NASCAR pit stop. Oh, yeah, action going in. Trying to overtake in the pit lane. So far, every single car. We have a Ferrari staying out. Some more. Deathstroke is taking the risk. Deathstroke will lead the Grand Prix. One car. The only car to stay out. Everyone went to the mediums except from Fitzy, who went to softs. He's got a new wing. So that's not a bad choice. He looks like Job's got a new wing as well. Because Fitzy's still out ahead of him. No, wait there, we had a glitch. So Deathstroke will lead the Grand Prix from Sinner. And then everybody else is still in the same order. As Q1 always managed to get the jump on Rocket. I don't know where that happened. That must have been happened in the pit lane. Now, does Deathstroke stay out this lap, or is he coming in? Did he play the dummy and just come for that one extra lap of the fresh tyres? It's going to be interesting how he restarts the Grand Prix. Probably do another lap after this one. Fitzy is the only one on fresh soft. Yeah. Obviously 4 divisions in IUF1. We have the championship tier on Mondays, where there's absolutely no assists whatsoever, no ABS, no traction control, no racing line, absolutely nothing. That's the Monday division. Tuesdays we have the realistic division with the realistic cars, but we try and put the faster guys in the slower cars and the slower guys in the faster cars to make it a level playing field. Wednesday is the Division 1 division, Tier 1, Division 1. That's the division I finish in, and Deathstroke is coming into the pits. He's going for the lap fresher tyres. Or he doesn't want to get involved. Double stack probably would have been better for him, but that's going to leave Fitzy the only one on the soft tyres. And around this track, soft tyre is the better tyre. The wear, the same rate as the mediums, and at no point are the mediums go faster than the softs. And the ideal strategy for me around this track is soft, medium, soft. I didn't want to say it before the race, because I discovered this last night. I didn't want to give anything away. Soft, medium, soft is definitely the strategy for this track. Best viewers. Okay, we have some stupid self-advertisement on the Twitch. Maybe want to block that Mikey at some point and bar that person. So Senna will lead the Grand Prix after the safety car comes in from Trex, then Underdog, then Q1 Always, followed by Rocket. Pepe will start 6th, KBT and Jacoby 7th and 8th, Nico 9th, Martins, who started rock bottom, will start in 10th, consistently making his way up through the field. Thiago Strike will be 11th, Nutter 12th, Andre Raiden 13th, Shaker Maker 14th, Fatality start 15th, and the only one on the grid at the minute with a penalty. Job will be 16th, fits it. Going to be interesting to see what he can do being the only one on the soft tyres in 17th, and Deathstroke will restart in 18th and his tyres are 1 lap younger. Safety car is in this lap as Sinner starts to back him up. Auto brake is quite annoying around this part of the track, so be careful. When Sinner gonna let it rip and say let's go racing. Let's see if we can have a nice clean turn 1. We couldn't go a full week without a safety car. That is a shame. Almost had the perfect week. Right, Sinner comes round the final corner. Still going slow. He's not let it rip yet. And he is still due, still waiting. And he's off. Oh, look at that. We almost had a Mugello pile up at the back, but Sinner has it every right as long as he keeps it at a consistent pace. He's judged it well. He's given himself enough into turn 1. That looks like an Aston Martin moving down the inside of a Red Bull. The Red Bull and the Haas make contact. Red Bull runs wide. KBT now looking good around the outside of Rocket. Rocket's got caught up in all that. He doesn't have wing damage. He's alright. They're coming down to turn 4. We have a Williams side by side with a kick going down the inside of the Merc now. Need to try and sort themselves out before we have a massive accident. On the Williams hits Pepe and then sticks it down the inside. As Pepe turns into him, but Pepe runs wide on the track. That's going to give Thiago Striker the run into turn 10 around the outside. Early on the brakes. That's very well judged. He had a moment on the power, Thiago Striker. Does he have wing damage, Thiago Striker? Yes, he does. There's no end play on the right hand side. Or our right hand. Oh no, there is. It's just an illusion. Right, all kicking off at the restart. We have movers. Martins is going past Nico. Jacoby lost quite a few spots there. So Aston Martin went one way and the other. That kicks Sauber didn't even know what the track is. Looked like he was closer to Jeddah than he was Bahrain. Must have got a one if that DRS is now re-enabled. Right, let's have a look. Trex Power Gyro is still behind Sinner with Underdog just behind them. Q1, they've pulled a little gap from Q1 Always, which is going to help him nicely. He has KBT right on his diffuser. Looks like Trex was looking to the inside, but thinks better of it. Same vein. Nutter almost doing a Roman Grosjean there as he comes out wide of turn 3 into turn 4. Oh, Vitality taps him. Nutter holds onto it very well. And retains P13. He was 12th after the safety car, so he's lost 1 spot to someone. Right, now they're all getting into a rhythm again, coming into turn 10. Not much going on here. Right, back with the leaders, I reckon. There's not much there. We've got 3 tenths, Andre Raiden and Jacoby. Like I said, there we go. The Aston Martin. As the Merc goes wide of Nico, that's going to give Andre Raiden the run as Jacoby gets past Nico around turn 11. The Mercedes obviously not working together. Andre Raiden's all over the diffuser of Nico, and Nico now has no juice left whatsoever, which is going to help. Down the straight for Andre Raiden. It's going to help Jacoby as well, as he's still got 65%. Yeah, Trex retakes the lead of the Grand Prix, but I'm going to stay with this. Jacoby pulls out to defend. Gets out the slipstream. Where's Andre Red? And he breaks early to lift. He thinks better of it. As Nico has a slide on the brakes and he taps his teammate. So Andre Red now has the better run out of turn 2, going down towards turn 4, has the inside line, and the overtake looks like it is done. Nico's fighting back around the outside. There is grip there. Nutter's looking for a sniff as well as the crash. But it settles in. Andre Red, Nico defending like a beaver. Right, so Trek's in the lead from Sinner. Coming down to turn 11. It just looks like, where's that kick Sauber going? Martin's pulled right out of the way, or he had a massive moment. As the Mercedes are going again. Not thinking much of it. They're coming into turn 13. Andre Red, Nico is holding up his teammate. Team orders here. Nut is looking down the inside of the final corner. Go on, Nut. What do you think about Andre Red? Looks like he's turned in and then Nut started back out. That's going to compromise Nut down, start finish straight to fatality. Luckily, fatality has no ERS left. Nut's just going to think better of it. As the Mercedes are side by side again. Andre Redden just cannot get past his teammate whatsoever. Trex holds on to lead. His Q1 always is going past KBT down there, and Thiago Striker and Pepe are now fighting into turn 4 as well. Pepe on the outside. He's going to have the outside for the first part of the chicane as well. Thiago Striker tucks in. Oh my god, he gives them the squeeze. They get through nicely. I don't know if that was Pepe defending or Thiago Striker attacking. They have contact out of turn 8. Pepe holds on to it well. Coming into turn 10, Thiago Striker looks like he's better on the brakes compared to Pepe. Pepe wiggling that little bum all over the place, and that's a late move. That's dangerous. Pepe, you can't do that. That's weaving in front of someone. Thiago Striker absolutely must be fuming. You can't move when he's that close to you, Pepe. Thiago Striker, keep your head. Keep your head. I know he was daft. Keep your head. You're not out of it yet. There might be another safety car. Right, so I'm guessing Thiago Striker's coming in. Absolutely slam dunk, I agree. Pepe's trying to come into the pits. He's trying to take people out. Thiago Striker gives him a little nudge coming in. Well, that must be frustration. Right, Fitzy's box. He's put a new set of mediums on. I'm wondering if he had wing damage. Sinner has retook the lead of the Grand Prix during all this madness. Underdog is into P4. Q1 always is still ahead of KBT. KBT has Rocket on the back of him as Rocket is trying to come back through the field. Down the field, Deathstroke looks like he's gone round Job at turn 4. That's a good move done. Right, so let's put Nutter into P10. Andre Vaden must have had a moment with his teammate because he's dropped down to P15 and Nico was just fighting like a beaver. So let's put Nico into P9. Jacoby is 8th. They're starting to get spread out as Martins has moved up into 7th. Right, start finish straight. Let's stay with the leaders. Right, coming around the final crawl onto lap 13, I'm guessing everyone will be making the pit stop again. The Trex Power Guide doesn't look like he's got enough this time into turn 1, but Underdog just showing his space, but just behind him, KBT is making a move and Q1 always into turn 1. Q1 looking for the switchback. Rocket is all over the back of them. Rocket's got a good run out of turn 2 and turn 3. So if he can get the move done into turn 4. No, he's just gonna settle in. Nothing daft there. I don't. Here's a little chance into turn 8 if you get a good run out of that corner. But nope. Every single one. So let's get on board with no. As it looks like Nico's defended as a rough dog again. Looks like he's got a wing, which is good. Patient. Right, let's get back with the leaders. Coming down towards turn 11. Nothing there. Q1 always. Rocket and KBT also do the same. Martins. Jacoby's not close enough. Nutter's not close enough. I'll tell you what, Job on Deathstroke might be a bit close. More Job's just taking some fresh air. Cool the engine down. There's Thiago Striker on the back of Pepe. The guy who's fourth in the championship, not having the greatest of races, as he made contact with Pepe again. We saw what happened a couple of laps ago. Oh, Thiago's, this time Pepe doesn't move, he keeps it nice and clean. Thiago Striker down the inside of turn 11, gets past the Pepe and puts him into P16. Honestly, do not know how that wasn't at least a VSC, to be honest, with all that wing damage going on. Right, Nico and Nutter are fighting. Going into turn 1. Nico has moment. That's going to give Nut the run down into turn 4. Nut has the inside line. Nico's got the power on. Nut's just being cautious. Maybe you need to be a little bit braver, Nut. I know you don't want to lose the wing, but Nico is fighting like a rough Rottweiler tonight. He's giving no fucks. So no, at least try and get that move done. No, that's 49. They both have similar on ERS as well. This fatality is just looking to take advantage. Right. Where are these two? They're sensible. Rocket, sensible. Andre Raiden getting past the job. He's got the move done coming out of turn 10, so Job must have had a moment. And he's still struggling on the traction. Pepe got back ahead of Thiago Striker. Round 3. Into turn 11. Pepe had a better exit this time. Thiago Striker's not going to be close enough. Has a better run. He's got the outside line for turn 12. After turn 11. Gonna have the outside line for turns. Pepe runs him off the track. When you side by side like that, Pepe, leave the room. He left him room that time. So they're going to be side by side going into the last corner. Thiago Striker has the better run. Looks like we might be playing a bit of DRS chicken here. I don't like that. Into the final corner. Who got the DRS? Yep, Pepe got the DRS, so he's going to have the run into turn 1. This is going to be another accident waiting in the distance. Pepe's got the move done. Comes across, but Thiago Striker will have DRS into turn 4. Must be close to some sort of pit stops for the final stop if anyone goes for the 2-stop. Nothing Thiago Striker can do into turn 4. Nut has come in and put the softs on. We missed that pit stop. He's got some nice clean air. He's going for the undercut. Got one, the Nut. Going for the soft, medium, soft strategy. Now, like I was saying last night, the softs were wearing at the same rate as the mediums, so this might not be a bad call from the Nutter. I'm loving this battle with these two because it's aggressive as hell. I'm loving Nico as well with his aggressive battles. I'm hoping Rocket has finally got past KBT and Q1 always also got past him as well, so KBT's gone from P4 to P6. It looks like he might be starting to struggle on them tyres. He had struggled on the traction there. Fatality is into the pits. We are starting to see the second round of pit stops. Fatality also went back to the soft tyre. No, I did get the jump on him. As these boys come into turn 8, and Martins and Jacoby have caught up to them. Oh, the kick salvers are not liking the exit of some corners tonight, I'll tell you that one. They've had some moments. We have a yellow flag. We have a Mercedes round. Coming out turn 4, it was Andre Raven. Not too sure what happens there. Alright, back in... Sinner's looking very close to Trex. Trex now still holds the lead of this Grand Prix. Coming down towards the final corner. Not thinking anything of it there. Looks like Trex is coming in. Trex and Underdog decides to stay out, but Trex is coming in. Underdog will have DR. They both got DRS, so Sinner should have enough. Now, what tyre does Trex go to? Trex is going to another set of medium tyres. And it looks like he's going to come out in P8 quite safely. Nico's coming in, so that's going to help him with a bit more space. Shaker Maker's also in, and Deathstroke. So Trex is going to have some lovely clean air. Deathstroke's going for that line that Squirrel was taking last night. I don't know if it's less bumpy down there or not, but it must do something. Right, so Nutter's now up into P12. He's got the jump on Nico. Nutter got the jump on Nico and Thiago Striker after them pit stops. And Andre Raiden. Nutter's made a few spots here going for the undercut. Put himself into P11. We have Martins going past KBT on the exit of turn 10. And that looks like KBT's gone very wide, because Jacoby has also got past him. KBT starting to struggle on the tyres. No, the leaders, are you coming in this lap or not? Now, Underdog only did one running quali, so he's definitely got another set of softs if he wants them. So I wonder if he's going to stay out a bit longer. Sinner's in, Underdog stays out. Right, where's Trex on track? Trex is just coming out of turn 13. Was it turn 12? No, turn 13, this is turn 4, 15 and 16, this one, yep. So that's where Trex is. Where's Sinner? Sinner has pulled out of his box. This is going to be close. Oh, Trex is going to have a jump on him quite easily here, actually. There he is. Sinner comes out the pits. Trex gets the jump on him. It's going to be close into turn 1. The good news for Sinner is he still has DRS. And he's also put the medium tyres on. As Nutter's now into P9. Right, the field stance spread. Q's one always still waiting to box, but he's still on the back of Rocket. Fatality's right on the back of Nico. Here we go. Into turn 4. Couldn't get the move done, couldn't make it stick. Obviously on the soft tyres compared to Nico's mediums. Is he looking for the move into turn 8? Nope, he's taking the wider line. Is he going to get the switch back on? Nope. Just ahead of him though, we have Thiago Striker and Andre Raiden into turn 10. Oh, what sort of line is that? Welcome to Jeddah, Thiago Striker. Seemed to work for him though, because he's got the move done on Andre Raiden. Okay, Trix Power Guido sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:31.2 as Underdog has finally come into the pits, and he's also stuck the mediums on. He's come out behind Sinner, he's come out behind Trex, and I don't think he's within DRS, but he does have 2 laps fresher tyres, which could pay dividends on the last lap. KBT has also come in, stuck a new set of mediums on. Nutter is up into P9 still, like I said, and almost undercut KBT as well. Where's this Fitzy's recovery drive doing? Not very well by the looks of things. Still P16 for the Fitz. Keys One always has a penalty. I don't know where he's picked that up from. That is the battle for the lead at the minute with the Treks behind them. Jacoby is on the back of Martins after their pit stops. Martins, like I said, started last. He's up into P6. And just behind these two is Nutt and KBT, and Nutt is looking nice and fresh on these. We have a gaggle of cars back here. As Fatality is making a move on Andre Raiden. He has the inside line for turn 11. Andre Raiden's going to try and hold it around the outside. You do not want to overtake on around the corner. You will lose grip. But Fatality gets the move done. That's going to let Pepe sniff at Andre Raiden down this little back straight. Fatality pulls out the slipstream, doesn't want to give him anything. You don't want to take the tight line though, that's going to compromise your exit. And there we go, because it compromised the exit, he compromised Andre Raiden, and Pepe takes advantage, gets past Andre Raiden, and now with DRS, he's going to get the move done on Fatality, so Pepe makes 2 spots. As it goes into turn 1. Now Andre Raiden's going to have DRS down towards turn 4. Yeah, but it's not close enough, so we're not going to see anything there. These boys' tyres must be starting to go in, so we'll start doing the weekly tyre check of the 50 pences. Yeah, they look pretty smooth, to be fair. I don't think he's going to struggle. That front left looking a bit more dodgy, the rear right's the other one. So I'd definitely say Rocket's tyres are in a better place than Q1 always. As last time I checked, this was Ted's Underdog now sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and Underdog has got past Sinner at some point. I missed that one. He came in a lap later. Will Underdog look to get the move done on Treks in turn 4? I don't think he's close enough, to be honest. Nico's looking a bit close on Thiago Striker. There we go, down the inside of turn 1 with the DRS wide open. The move is done before turn 1. And he says, thank you very much, I will claim P9. Oh no, why did you come in? Not going for the 3-stop strategy. Fatality's out. What's happened to Fatality? He's retired in the pit lane. Why Fatality? The points for every single position. There was no need. Fitcher's come in for the softs. So Andre Raiden's another guy who's on 15 lap old tyres. I don't think these tyres are going to last. Nuts confused me by coming in. Underdog is all over the back of Treks Power Guide, or now they're coming down the start finish straight. Surely he's had a really good exit. He needs to pull back into the slipstream though. DRS is now open, ERS lit up, has the inside line for turn 1, and the Underdog takes P3 away from Treks Power Guido, which will help him in the championship, as Treks is leading the championship and Underdog is joint second. And with Rocket in the lead, it's going to help him as well if Rocket can keep his tyres out of trouble. We've got 6 laps left. These boys are closing on them fast though. It was 10 seconds 2 laps ago. It's now down to 3. So I don't think the gamble on staying out is going to work for them. Right, Jacoby is still on the back of Martins and can't do anything about it. Sinner is not going to do anything about Treks this lap. He's on 11. They've took another 1.5 seconds out of Q1 always. They're going to be within DRS next lap for sure. Q1 always is struggling. He also carried the penalty. They come towards the last corner, and there you go. They took 7/10 just out down that straight. Chicago Strikers out. We have a safety gap. We have a safety gap. Rockets piled straight in. Everyone is piling in. Where did Thiago Striker lose it then? Where did Thiago Striker lose it? I don't know where he's lost it, but he's lost it somewhere around here. There you go. He's lost it on the exit of turn 10. As you can see, Fitz will jump up after turn 10. I wonder if he went for his Jeddah line. He took it in, as you can see now. Fitz will jump up now, so he's lost it here. Into the wall there somewhere. So Rocket sets on fresh mediums. Everyone else gone for softs. Nico stayed out. This is going to turn into a 3-lap race. Nutter doing a Carlos Sainz at Vegas, standing to box, realises he has no tyres left and has to stay out. Pepe's gone on to hards. That's a disqualification. He'll have to, unless he comes back in straight away, goes behind safety car. Pepe, get off the hards. Hard tyres are banned. Somebody needs to tell Pepe, box. This is... because we're under the safety car and he's not going to gain an advantage. He needs to come in or he will be DSQ'd from the league's FIA stewards, because the hard tyres are banned. Let's get on board here. So Rocket, safety car has helped him massively, and Keys One Always. So Rocket and Keys One Always will keep the lead of the Grand Prix. But Rocket signed with the mediums, and Keys One Always an underdog, and everybody else on the softs. Nico has split Jacoby on his old mediums, trying to go to the end. Pepe needs to pit again. If he doesn't, he will be DSQ'd. Oh, Pepe is staying out, so Pepe will be DSQ'd from the league. Because he was on the hard tyre, and the safety car will be in this lap. And he's not completing 90% of the race either, so he will not score points in that Red Bull. 90% of the race, 97 completed laps. Might go for 96 as it's practically 30 laps. I'm guessing you need to get to lap 26 in the end of Sec 2, and Pepe has had a spin under the safety car. Incredible. Now he's just pissing around. I wonder if he's realised he's been disqualified. I think he was just trying to warm the tyres up. Oh, that was a little crazy. Let's everyone through. Okay, so is the safety car in this lap? Rocket will take the lead of this Grand Prix from Q's One Always. Underdog third, Trex Paraglido will start fourth, Sinner fifth, Nico sixth, Jacob B seventh, Martin's eighth, KBT ninth, Nutter 10th, Nutter still retains 10th. Deathstroke will start 11th, Job will start 12th, Shaker Maker will start 13th, Andre Raiden will start 14th, Fitz back in 15th, and Pepe will be back in 16th, but I'm expecting a DSQ by the FIA stewards to come by his name after the Grand Prix. Right, Rocket is now backing him up, keeping a consistent speed, which is good. When he's gonna let go now, considering the first 3 times we've gone around turn 1 with everyone together, it has been a little bit of a mess. This rocket is still not going yet. And he's gone. Rocket has put the power down and Q1 always has read it well. Underdog has also read it well, so this could be hesitant into turn 1. Rocket holding the inside line. Q1 always now is pulls to the outside. He's going to have the outside line in turn 1, but he's going to have the Rocket pushes him wide and makes contact. Q1 always has lost his end plate. So he's going to have a lot of understeer through the corners now as Underdog now looking towards the inside. Rocket now goes round turn 4, still holding the lead. Q1 always holding his own. It looks like we're through safe and sound as Jacoby has got past Nico into the little quick chicane to having the better exit through turn 4. Pepe has got past Fitz on the wrong tyres. As we're coming down here, as Underdog is going around the outside of Q1 always into turn 9 and turn 10, and the kick Sauber, and the Ferrari made contact, and the kick Sauber got all out of shape. That's going to let KPT have the run on to Martins into turn 11, as we're now into the last 3 laps. Including the one, well, not including the one we're on. Right, Pepe. Oh, what's happened to Noah? I wonder if he got caught up in any of that. What an absolute crap show for that guy. As Underdog and Rocket are now starting to pull away. Underdog makes the move into turn 1. These are joint second in the championship, by the way. Into turn 1. Underdog has the inside line. He doesn't push Rocket wide like Rocket did with Q1 always on the cold brakes. Gets the move done. DRS is not activated until the next lap because we have the safety car. It gets abandoned for 2 laps. I thought it was 1. But Underdog takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Did Rocket choose the right tyres or are they wrong? And that's Sinner going down the outside of turn 8. And Q1 always is feeling that wing damage. He is struggling. And Sinner says, yep, I'll have that done very nicely into that one. That's going to give Jacoby the chance. As Martin's picked up a penalty somewhere and Underdog looks like he's starting to pull a gap as Trek is all over the back of Rocket. As Fitzy got past Pepe at some point. Right, so Trex is going to have the better tyres coming out of the final corner. In fact, they're going to have better tyres all the way to the end of the race. This is first, second and third in the championship in your first 3 spots as Underdog sets fastest lap of the race. Where's that Aston Martin going on Jacoby? He's going past Q1 always, gets the move done. Martin's late on the brakes into turn 1 ahead of Q1 always and gets the move done turn to Q1. Oh! Q1 always had the better traction out of turn 1 and manages to fend off from Martins. Both have penalties, so that might actually genuinely be for position. We are on lap 28 of 29. As these boys are going through the quick chicane, Rocket manages to hold off from Trek's power guide or 54%, 67%, 87% and 29. So we know who's looking favourite here. Nico obviously didn't box. He is struggling. He has lost that completely, and I'm guessing Shaker Maker's going to have such a good run out of turn 10. He might even get the move done into turn 11. Nico's traction is not that bad, to be fair. So much more Shaker Maker. Right, where's Fix It? Right. So, into the final corner, let's get onto the TV broadcast. It looks like Underdog might have pulled enough of a gap, so let's get on board with Sinner and watch this from behind. You've got to be careful though, because Jacoby is making a move on the Sinner. doesn't have any juice left to attack with, so he sits into turn 1. There's no moves ahead. Underdog still holds the lead of the Grand Prix on the final lap. Be interesting to see if Rocket might have a penalty coming as Trex Paragaldo lights up. He has the inside line for turn 4 on Rocket. Rocket going to hold it out wide where the grip is. He doesn't. Oh, the championship leader's out at the final turn 4. He got the power too early and he stuffed it into the wall. He's got to be fuming with himself. That's a massive gain for these two. One of these two will lead the championship after this Grand Prix. That's moved Sinner up into P3, Jacoby into P4. Right, Underdog has got this Science Seal delivered. Rocket looks like he might have P2 from Sinner if he can hold him off over the last corner. I think he's got enough juice. I don't think there's going to be... Andre Raiden might make a move on his teammate, and after early battles in the race, this could be feisty. He's gone around the outside of turn 12. He's gone for the switch back. Late on the brakes? No, early on the brakes. Trying to get the better exit. There we go. He's got the better exit. Oh, he's had a little clip. Is he going to have the inside line into the final corner? I don't think he's got enough. Fitzy looking. Right, I've got to jump on board as the leads go over the line. Under Rocket takes the win. It's all kicking off. 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 Yeah, Mercedes will finish together. Right, Underdog wins the BAHRAIN Grand Prix of IUF1 Tier 2. Ahead of Rocket. Sinner 3rd. Jacoby 4th. Q's1 always will finish 5th. Martin's, I believe, is 6th. Martin's 6th driver of the day. I believe Underdog got the fastest lap of a 1:30.2. Oh no he didn't. Jacoby got fastest lap. Right, Underdog wins the race. Rocket 2nd, Sinner 3rd. Jacoby with the fastest lap of a 1:30.0, so an extra point for the Aston Martin. Q's1 always will finish 5th, KBT 6th, Martin 7th, Shakermaker 8th, Nico 9th, Andre Raiden will finish 10th, Nutter 11th, Fitz 12th, Pepe has been disqualified, so Job will finish 13th, Deathstroke will finish 5th, 14th, Trex Paragaldo retired in the last lap, so he will officially finish 15th and score points. And then your non-classified finishers will be Pepe, Thiago Striker, Fatality and MFG. IUF1 will see you again on Monday night for the championship division. We are at Jeddah next week. It's been an absolute pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Good night and God bless, and see you next week.